Hi BookTube! My name is Sarah and welcome to the Bookish Knitter. Today I am coming to you with a health update video. So I did not plan to sit down and film another video today. My vlog goes up every day, so that was pretty much going to be it. I thought at first that I would add this to the vlog, but I know not everyone can get to the vlogs and they're not everybody's cup of tea, which is fine. But I know you guys are interested in, and you've given me so much support in terms of this health issue that I am dealing with. For those of you who might be new to the channel, in late September, I was diagnosed with heart failure. So today I had a follow-up appointment with my cardiologist. I was told 6 weeks ago when they booked this appointment that this was going to be a big appointment. They were going to decide next steps, what was going to happen next. I was very, very nervous going into it. They suggested that my husband come with so he can hear any news or if he has any questions or anything like that. So, I was very, very nervous, but I've been feeling pretty good, to be honest, like really good. And I'm not literally just saying that. I legitimately have been feeling really good. So I showed up for the appointment today and we had a nice conversation. I've had a lot of testing done over the last, couple months that I've been dealing with this. I had a lot of doctor's appointments at the beginning. For those of you who remember, back in September, October, it was like almost like doctor's appointment. I was at the hospital like every single week for appointments. And it was a lot. But at the time, what was explained to me is that I was very, very sick. I did not realize at the time how sick I actually was. It was put you on the transplant list at that point, sick. But with the medication I'm on diuretics, not to share too much, but water pills essentially, because I was carrying around a lot of fluid. So again, I might have mentioned this before, but for, just to put it in context, in August, I weighed 170 pounds. As of today, I'm down to 136. In 3 months, 3.5 months, maybe 4 months, I have dropped 35 pounds. So that is fluid. That's how much fluid I was carrying around, which is one of the key signs of heart failure. So you can't reverse heart failure. It's once you kind of are on that track, you're on that track. And unfortunately, that's where I'm at. And with the fact that I've had this heart condition my entire life, this was always going to kind of be the outcome, if you will. They were hoping to get me more time with my heart functioning the way it is, but things have changed, and that's where we're at right now. So today's appointment, to back up again, to make a long story long, it is good news. It's not like, oh my God, you're cured news, but it is far better news than what we were dealing with. So I have managed to get stable, which is good. I am not in dire need right now of a transplant. It was originally like week to week. Like, let's see where you're at next week and see if we need to get you on the list and blah, 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 blah. But now we're up to month. She is very much hoping, she being my doctor, is very, very much hoping they can get me a year before they have to put me on the list. She thinks it should be, we can probably almost for sure, you can't promise anything, right? 3 months before I go on the transplant list. She would like to get me longer than that. Like, the longer I can be stable, the longer that I can be off the list is better for me, because while a transplant will save my life, it's not a forever solution, because a heart transplant only lasts 10 to 15 years. So if they can get me another year with how we're doing now, that gets me an extra year I wouldn't have had. Like, essentially what it means is if they put me on the transplant list now and I had the transplant in February, for example, I may have lost a year does that make sense? So mathematically speaking, for my math friends out there, I'm sure it makes sense. So basically at this point, I'm doing everything I should be doing. I'm following up with all the tests. I have an appointment rescheduled with her on January 16th. So she wants to see me every single month, which is fine. No problem. I will go down and do whatever they need me to do. Yeah, She wants to see me month to month. If something changes, and I am one of those people, like as soon as I know that something is wrong, I will go down to the hospital. I'm not someone who's gonna be like, maybe it'll go away. No, I don't play that game. I'm like, I need to go and get better, right? So if that might be what ends up happening at some point. Let's hope not. It just could be that I just start getting sicker again, right? I start retaining the fluid again. So right now, like I said, it's kind of in a way, I mean, it's up to the doctors. Like they're prescribing me the medication and they're making sure that I'm doing well. But this is also up to me, that I need to be vigilant and I need to eat like zero salt, like zero salt. We were talking about the holidays and she's like, this is the worst time of year for me to tell you that, don't eat salt, don't eat sugar, like try not to, because I mean, how many holiday parties are there, you guys? So she's like, basically what she explained to me is that eat food that look like it's supposed to look. So in other words, a chicken looks like a chicken breast looks like a chicken. Chicken nuggets don't look like a chicken, no matter what fun shape they come in. If it's processed, don't eat it. And she said, I appreciate that it's convenient. Like that's the thing. We all work. We're all busy. Sometimes it's just so easy to shove French fries and chicken nuggets into the believe me, that's like my favorite meal ever. But like Garrett and I said in the car on the way home, we have to do this because you know what? If this is going to keep me going and keep me healthy, if it just means that I, like carrot sticks and thing for that, I need protein too, but you guys know what I mean. So I can't indulge, but I still feel like you can't have it all. Like you can't just do that. If I want a bite of chocolate, I'm going to have a bite of chocolate. But if I'm mostly eating fruit most days, and then like on Friday, for example, this coming Friday is going to be our work luncheon. We had our Christmas thing, but they're doing a work luncheon. That, I can have maybe a piece of chocolate, or something like that. And, on Fridays, the girls in the office tend to be like, oh, we're ordering takeout today. What do you want? I either A, have to say no, or B, really look at the menu. And if there's something there that I might be able to have, maybe treat myself, but chances are I probably can't. Fast food is now off the table for me, unfortunately. And that's just the way it has to be. The way I look at it is I either do this here at home or they're going to make me do it in the hospital and I'm not going to have a choice. So yeah, that's the way I look at it. I'd rather be at home, feeling good and feeling healthy than being in the hospital feeling sick. She did say that I am still a great candidate for a transplant when the time comes. When they get me on the list, it could be anywhere from weeks to months for me to get a heart, because I fit all the criteria. I am small in stature, like I'm not a big person. I have the perfect blood type, like one of the most common blood types, and I have no other issues as of right now. There are no other issues that are impeding me. So when the time comes, it'll be relatively easy to get me a heart, is what she was explaining. Like, I'm not someone who's a rare blood type, for example, where even though I'm feeling great right now, we still have to put you on the transplant list because it might take years to get a heart. Whereas in my case, at maximum, we're looking at 6 months, maybe. She said she's even seen it as low as a few weeks. So I jokingly said to her, not jokingly, but I said to her, I'm like, so just so I can understand, when it comes time for the transplant, I said, will I have to be in hospital like the whole time? And I guess I phrased it wrong. And even me saying it out loud, I understand that I completely phrased it wrong. She's like, well, yeah, we don't do them at home. And I'm like, no. I'm like, will I have to spend the lead up time in hospital? She's like, chances are yes, because chances are by that point you will be sick and you will need to do that. So I'm happy to report that things are good. I am relieved I get to enjoy Christmas and not have to have this be worrying about it. And just keep your finger. I know you guys have been praying for me, and I think that has helped so much, and you have no idea how much I appreciate it. I have such a huge support team around me. My family, you guys, my friends, my work colleagues, everybody has been amazing. And again, this does not change. The trajectory is not changed. I am still going to be a heart transplant recipient at some point. Just not right now. So right now, yeah. Anyway, I am home from work. I took the whole day off because I didn't know what kind of a day today would be emotional wise. But you know what? I'm kind of glad I did because I didn't sleep well last night. So I think I'm called. I think I need a nap this afternoon is what I'm trying to say. Clearly I am tired, but I'm going to go do that. But I wanted to give you guys an update and thank you again for all your support. And I will talk to you. I got the hiccups. I will talk to you in my next video. Take care and happy reading, everybody. Bye.